It is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful, empowered harmonizers. And we are zooming in and focusing in today on more in depth on a great viewer question. And that was from a viewer who is asking for some help. She has basically just exposed a malignant narcissist or a psychopath type of individual. Now, we're not here to label, treat, or diagnose, but someone who basically has betrayed her and is now cheating, and she's realized that this has been going on for a good amount of time while she was in a very intimate love relationship. And she feels very, very betrayed and duped, and she doesn't quite understand, can't quite grasp the ability of someone to lie to the extent and the degree and do the things that they have done. So she is really in how she's describing her feeling is in a state of numbness. And what to do. Basically when, and then how to help. So when you are feeling numb, when you're feeling like dead weight, when you're feeling like you are shutting down, it's just you don't feel anything. To feel numb means you're so in a state of shock, you're in so a state of overwhelm that your body, rather than going into the fight or flight, which is that limbic primordial brain, the brain stem, and then the limbic system, which is what is turned on in your reactive state when you're up against something which is very life-threatening or causing you harm or putting you in harm's way. So this, dates back to, when we were being chased as humans, or, to that state where there was, tigers, the saber-toothed tiger. They use that example. When you see something very threatening to your life, you enter into fight or flight. So your adrenals start going, your pupils start getting bigger, your eyebrows go up, your heart rate goes up, your muscles get filled with, adrenaline, and, you can do great things above and beyond what you usually do. Your breathing picks up. Your palms might begin to sweat. You enter into fight or flight. And if you look at Pete Walker's book, he talks about fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So it's very much like a freeze reaction. In other words, you're just, almost in a emotionally paralytic state where this is a way of coping when you're feeling that sort of attack. And studies have been shown that when you are betrayed or hyper-criticized, it's received by the body the same way that as if you were being chased by that bear or that saber-toothed tiger. So that same fight or flight mechanism is received as an attack. So like an emotional attack. When you're hyper-criticized or betrayed and that rejected, it takes on that, it elicits reactivity of that same system. So when you are in a state of freeze, a state of numb, you're shutting down, it's really like your anger is at the tipping point where you can no longer feel angry. You're so overwhelmed and so flooded with the stress and adrenals that your body is just in a stopgate mode. And so, but anger oftentimes can be proactive or free people up into action. In other words, never again, not me, I'm doing something about this now. So they might have an outburst at this person. They might want to confront this person. They may feel that they're going to change their life. They're going to better their life. They have a proactive reaction. And anger can be the one that gets you moving. So as we're stating before, if you are in a state of numb, you are going to need to pick up the emotional bootstraps and get yourself moving. Get your physiology going. Even though you feel truncated, you need to use the higher part of your mind and your conscious and really begin to go for a walk and what I call resensitize yourself, and then use astromations. Because if you are in a numb state, your internal dialogue is, not very positive, if at all. So oftentimes people's internal dialogue shuts down. So they're not even telling themselves, hey, you can get through this. This is okay. Your internal dialogue needs to get jogged into motion, and we recommend Astralmations. I highly recommend. This is a way to help get your emotions back online. It's almost as if your emotions are offline, not available. You can get your emotions back online by using what I call astralmations, which are affirmations set with emotion and intent. So you're generating emotions and you're starting with the I am. And you can verbalize this, state it out loud. When you use your vocalization, you are setting vocalization out for your body and your ears to hear. So it's a stronger way to reset your neurology onto the positive and set it up so that you're feeling something and not just numb. So I am feeling safe. I am feeling safe. I am feeling whole. I am feeling whole. I am feeling good. I am feeling better in every day, in every way. I'm feeling better. I am feeling alive. I am feeling safe. So repeating these and then doing this with a walk, and I am feeling self-respect. Begin to state your affirmations with I am feeling, and then followed by a positive, so that you can then begin to self-generate those feelings, and you'll begin to then get them jogged back into motion. So doing these while you're walking and purposely holding your head held high will help your physiology. If you're slumped over, huddled up on a couch, you are not helping yourself. And you might need to stay down for a little bit of time, but to resensitize yourself, you need to get the body going and then to feel some different things. I highly recommend resensitizing all of the senses. So your skin, getting, new fabrics, getting rid of some of the old harsh fabrics that don't breathe well or don't feel good, get them out. Get new soft, fleecy, cotton, breathable clothing, silk, something that feels very good on your skin. And also resensitizing your vision, using things like candles, positive art, things that are uplifting in color. Begin to give your subconscious a chance to receive things that are a vision of the ideal you, the ideal place to go, the ideal place to be. So I highly recommend getting a stack of 5-6 magazines, a scissors, a glue stick, and a poster board, or a big notebook, a big blank notebook, and cutting out images and colors and statements that appeal to you that are positive in nature. And then put these up on your vision board, and then you will begin to fill your subconscious mind with the positive rather than being detracted by the negative. And you'll begin to feel, but you need to take those actions and then put that up and then put it on your wall, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your recovery journal. And I highly recommend the recovery journal. But furthermore, onto resensitizing. So, your skin, your eyes, your ears begin to play soft harmonic music, 432 hertz music. There's an abundance of great videos with nature sounds, with fireplace sounds. You've got the virtual fireplace. You've got all sorts of, Buddhist chanting, or the crystal singing bowls, whatever it is. Begin to resensitize your sound. Don't listen to a lot of the negative news or even silence too much, because it can become part of the deadening process. So begin to elicit more of the positive, soothing vibrations around you, and be careful that you don't inundate yourself with either too much silence, too much aloneness. Go out, and sometimes it can be very difficult to even hear a lot of people and voices. You feel so disconnected. So begin to spend some time independently and then refreshing yourself auditorily. And then also, more with your diet. Begin to also resensitize yourself with healing foods, be it soups, stews, very comfort foods like your pastas, really changing up your diet and eating with compassion and eating with what we call mindfulness. So in other words, mindfully eating, being, conscious of thoroughly chewing your food, masticating your food, chewing very slowly, experiencing your food. You know, you might need to stay away from the harsh citrus or overly spicy because it's not helping you. It's not helping you to feel comfortable. So take it up gradually in stages, and, you know, resensitize your tongue to what is important to you and your health, and eat for nutrition. Also, when it comes to resensitizing, you know, giving your body things like maybe extra heat if you need it, or extra cool if you need it, taking soothing bubble baths, hot showers, you know, and then combining all these techniques, getting into other resensitizing. I highly recommend, things like dry brushing. I brought this out where you can begin to resensitize your skin and do healing movements. This is very, very helpful to resensitizing you, and you can like do it all over, and it'll help stimulate your cells. I've got the price tag still on it here. But you know, you put this on, and then you can just begin to, you know, do swirls all around your body, guys and girls, all the way down to your toes. And, you know, really get your toes and really get your feet and the soles of your feet with this dry brush, and up and down, and, you know, underneath your skin, all around your chest, and even way into your back. You know, resensitize. And this is a new one that I got specifically to show for this purpose, but you can do your back and really dry brush so that you get really, you're stimulating positively your nerves. Your skin is a great nerve conductor, and you can really get some great dry brushes. So again, this one is called La Bella Provincia. I just found this at a local store, and you can see it's got the bristles and then these little things. So it's very stimulating, so it can help energize your skin. So if you're really in the deadening, you want to get into the energizing. Drinking the vitamin C packs, emergency in the morning, even if you're not sick, will give you a good vitamin boost. It'll help your mood to at least pick up from that deadbolt state. The other things, you know, going for a massage, using things like the Ayurvedic. I got this on Etsy, however you pronounce it. This is a massage band and ring. They come in silver and gold. You can go to Etsy and find these. It's like, and this can resensitize even your fingers. You know, even if you have like arthritis or you feel numb, you can just do this while you're watching videos. You can do this while you're at your work, and it will help to energize your hands if you're feeling very deadened. There's also a bracelet one, and you can roll it up and down your wrist, and it will help you to feel more limber and energize your skin with the Ayurvedic pressure points. You know, going for a foot massage. We're talking about guys and girls, you know, resensitizing, getting some new feeling back that will help you to feel better. See, right now, I already feel energized in my hands, and I can feel, you know, that helping. So I highly recommend those couple things to resensitize when you're feeling numb. And, you know, to also your affirmations. And you can also say, I am feeling lovable. I am feeling lovable. I am feeling wonderful. Use language to help speak these experiences into existence. You need to promulgate, and you need to jog the internal dialogue and make these commands.